This male has just emerged from winter hibernation and has not eaten in 5 months. But as a cold-blooded reptile, he needs to warm his body in the sunshine before he'll have the energy to hunt. A mouse would make a good meal. The rattlesnake's hearing won't help him locate his target. He has no external ear, nor any eardrums. Like all snakes, he is deaf to airborne sounds. But he can hear sounds that come through the ground. His long, slack belly, in constant contact with the earth, picks up even the smallest vibrations. When hunting, the snake adds this information to the smells gathered by his flickering tongue. As the mouse comes closer, yet another extraordinary sense comes into play. Certain snakes, like this rattler, have deep pits beneath their eyes. These pits are lined with heat-sensitive cells that can detect a temperature change as little as 0.002 of a degree Fahrenheit. This thermal image represents what the snake senses. Warm-blooded creatures make easy targets, even on the darkest of nights. Keep his distance, and the unsuspecting mouse is safe. Step any closer, and he'll be in striking range of a heat-seeking missile. The strike is so quick that the mouse doesn't know what hit it. Though the rattlesnake can draw on venom to kill 300 mice, he injects just enough for a lethal dose. Once the mouse has stopped moving, the rattlesnake slowly swallows his meal. It will take 15 minutes for the mouse, still emitting heat, to disappear into the cold body of the snake. It will take several days for the snake to fully digest his meal. Then he will be back on the move, sliding over the rocky landscape with ease. The snake in motion is a thing of wonder. A limbless body surging with power and agility. Without arms or legs, snakes have adapted to a wider range of environments than any other species on the planet. The most common way for a snake to move is the serpentine method, in which the body follows a series of S-curves. The snake uses the lower back edges of its body to push off against any roughness on the ground. Viewed from beneath, each belly scale is seen moving and sliding. With up to 500 vertebrae in their spines, snakes are the most flexible creatures in the world. There are few obstacles they can't navigate, few hiding places they can't wriggle into. Mounted on the back of the Cape Cobra shows how the snake undulates through its domain. It's a way of moving that has taken millions of years to perfect. Snakes are believed to have evolved from prehistoric lizards at least 100 million years ago. Theory has it that these ancient reptiles sought safety by burrowing in the soil. To move through the earth in a more streamlined fashion, they gradually lost their limbs. Their eyesight diminished since it served no purpose underground. Once they re-emerged above the ground, snakes developed different ways of moving over varying terrains. The desert sands of Namibia are searing hot, but this sidewinder has adapted to the harsh environment. There are two parts to the sidewinding motion. First, the snake lifts his head and front half of his body off the ground and throws them sideways. Then he repeats the motion with his back half. Seen from underneath and in slow motion, his body makes a continuous series of thrusts. Very little skin is left in contact with the hot sand at any time. This effective technique allows sidewinders to cover large distances and climb the world's largest sand dunes, 1,000 feet high. Snakes move most elegantly in water. The Cape Cobra, like many snakes, flourishes near human beings. In South Africa, they are often found in ponds and pools where they can show off their graceful swimming skills. Using serpentine motion, the cobra's body sweeps from side to side. She slices through the swimming pool unnoticed. Some species spend their whole lives in the water. In the Amazon rainforest, this green anaconda makes his home in river shallows. He can remain completely submerged for 10 minutes. Reaching weights of over 500 pounds, anacondas are the heaviest snakes in the world. They can grow up to 30 feet in length, 3 feet in girth. Despite his bulk, the anaconda is an agile swimmer. Buoyed by the water, he moves in a serpentine pattern. On land, the anaconda and other big-bodied snakes like this puff adder are too thick for serpentine curves. Instead, they move in a straight path, using their belly scales like bulldozer treads. Seen from underneath, the belly skin contacts the ground in waves, inching the body forwards, much like a caterpillar. A snake-mounted camera shows the puff adder's remarkable control and smooth pace. The caterpillar motion helps the adder make a stealthy approach before ambushing its prey. This 12-foot bushmaster also uses the caterpillar motion to slink through the South American jungle. He is the deadliest snake on the continent. Antidote to his venom is unreliable and hard to come by. These caterpillar movers have a triangular-shaped body with a wide, flat belly that hugs the ground. When he has chosen the position for his ambush, the bushmaster curls up at the base of a tree, waiting for prey to pass. Snakes are masters of the kill. Victims rarely hear them coming. One of the most feared and respected species is Africa's black mamba. Long and slender, the black mamba is the fastest snake in the world. It is also one of the most aggressive. When disturbed, this short-tempered creature will often attack. It can outrace a human in the bush, striking swiftly and accurately in any direction, even when moving at top speed. It can launch itself from up to 6 feet away. The mamba's venom almost always delivers a speedy death. In short bursts, black mambas can reach 12 miles per hour, nearly the speed of a cantering horse. As it gives chase, the black mamba holds up to a third of its 12-foot body above the ground. It likes to face its enemies eye to eye. With its coffin-shaped head and jet-black mouth,